everyone, this is Jack Wu, your host for Success Edge. Today, I want to talk about how do you handle objections, negativities, and resistance. I have personally been in the sales and team development business for over 20 years. Every kind of objections, resistance I have been through. You know, when I first started my business, my career many years ago, I was a rookie. So I made a lot of rookie mistakes when it comes to handling objections. Let me tell you, usually as a rookie, how we handle objections. When somebody throws something at you, an objection, some kind of resistance, or some kind of negativities about your products, about your companies, we tend to react to it right away. We tend to say, you know what, that's not truth. Let me tell you what the real truth is. You see, when you go with that direction, when you go with that route, you're actually getting into a debate with your consumer, with your prospect. In my opinion, when you get into those kind of debate, nobody's going to win. Instead of doing that, years later, I have developed 3 simple steps of how to handle objections, negativities, and resistance the right way, in my honest, humble opinion. Today, I want to share that with you today. The first step is learn how to accept and confirm objections. Let your consumers, let your prospects know that you respect what they're saying. I'll give you an example what I mean by that. Your consumer could come to you and say, you know what, I love about your products, I understand about your products, but it's too expensive. Or a prospect could say, you know what, I heard about your company before, but I got a lot of bad feedbacks about your company, etc., etc. So instead of defend about it and tell them it's not truth, here's what I would say. I would say, look, I understand where you're coming from. Would you agree with me that every company has good people and it has bad people? You know, wouldn't you want to find out from your own ear and your own eyes what our company is all about and then make that decision at the end? Or you can say to your customer and say, look, I understand, you know, we all have our own expenses and it's not easy to start saving early, but I was like you before and I'm glad I started earlier. Now my financial situation is much, much, much better now. So learn how to confirm and accept objections rather than defending it is key point number 1. Key number 2, step number 2 is learn how to finish a sentence with a question. All right, this is important. This is how you try to get your prospect, your consumer to say small yeses through your presentations and ultimately get to the final decision making point at the end. I would say something such as, look, if today I can share with you a great plan that can save you money, that can help you to minimize taxes, that can help you to retire early, wouldn't you want to start early? Right? What do you think the prospect is going to say? What do you think the consumer is going to say? Of course, most likely they're going to say yes. If today I can share with you a legitimate opportunity that can help you to make an additional $3,000 to $4,000 on top of your job right now, without interfering with everything you're already doing, wouldn't you want to make some extra income? Who would say no to something like that, right? So learn how to finish a sentence with a question and getting small yeses from your consumer and prospect. And ultimately at the end, they will say a big yes to you, right? And step number 3, which is extremely important, this is how I ease my pain when I'm getting objections. I used to take objections very personally until I do step number 3 here. Learn how to tell your prospect and consumer, let them know right off the get-go from the beginning, it is okay they don't do business with you if you do not provide value. If the timing is not right for them, whatever the reason might be, let them know it is okay. At the end, you guys still can be friends. So, you know, if you do that, you know, you have a lot less stress. You will be able to handle objections a lot more smoother. But most importantly, your prospect, your customer will actually respect you a lot more because they truly feel that you care about their opinions, right? So step number 1, learn how to accept and confirm objections. Number 2, learn how to finish a sentence with a question. And number 3, always let people know, your prospect know, your customers knows that if you can provide value, if the timing is not right, whatever the reason might be, it is absolutely okay. You don't do business right now, right? So if you understand what I'm saying, I hope this little episode here have helped you to understand how do you handle objections, resistance, and negativity the right way. And at the end, sales is volume. The more you do, the better you become. The more you practice, the better you become. All right? With that being said, I hope to see every single one of you at my next episode of Success Edge. Take good care of yourself.